Hi folks, Chris Aaron here. Don't forget to subscribe. And boxing heavyweight predictions. We're looking at Derek Chisora against Joyce today, the big fight on Saturday. It's an interesting one, this, because Joyce's career is at a kind of a crossroads. Excuse me. It's fair to say Derek Chisora's career has been at a crossroads for a number of time, but he has he's brand Chisora, the gatekeeper, the person that young up-and-coming heavyweights or good heavyweights of a certain level, those kind of fringe contenders need to beat. And he's been playing that role for quite some time now. He got himself beaten up quite a few times doing it, even when he's won. And I often wonder how long Chisora can actually keep on fighting like this. He's not a young man anymore. It's 12 years since he lost to David Haye. But he's been in with the best Chisora, and you always know he gives value for money. It's his reason for boxing in many ways. That's the brand, as he would say himself. But with Joyce, of course, he has these two losses coming off, the knockout losses against Zhang. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Perhaps Zhang we know he's a bit of a bogeyman anyway. He's heavy hitting, takes a great punch, and he's a southpaw. So you never know from what angles those punches are going to come in. And certainly Joyce didn't. I think for me, we know what we're going to get from Chisora. He's not going to fold easily. He's going to take a lot of punishment. He's a bit of a sponge, really. But he's capable of some pretty lively overhand rights. Whereas Joyce, it really depends what he has left. He looks as fresh as a daisy. He only has the two losses on his career, even though they were difficult knockout losses, particularly the second knockout loss. So for me, the key to this is, what does Joyce have in regard to punch resistance? And of course, Chisora is very wily. He gave Alexander Usyk absolute fits at times when he fought Usyk a while back. So Joyce, he's got a good jab. I think the secret to this is for Joyce to keep it really simple. He doesn't need to knock Derek Chisora out here. If he can jab all the way through the fight, he can win the fight. Chisora can be really quite slow and very, very plodding. And for Chisora to win the fight, he just has to connect clean with Joyce, and I think Joe will probably go. His punch resistance, I don't think, is so strong anymore, but hopefully we'll see that I'm wrong on Saturday night. So for Chisora to win, it's going to have to be by knockout. I don't think he's going to outpoint Joyce. Joyce just has the size advantage and the reach advantage. And for Joyce to win, he has to keep on jabbing. And if by chance an opening comes where he can land a big shot on Chisora, he could possibly stop Chisora. I think it would be a big mistake for Joyce to try and make a statement and knock Chisora out as quick as he can, because there's every chance he could either run out of gas trying to do that, or he just doesn't need to do it. He just needs a steady road back to the top table. So at the moment, I'm going for Joyce, but of course, most people think this could well go either way. But I think he's just a little bit more youthful, and even though they are actually a similar age, and I feel that Joyce, just if he keeps it simple, keeps it plain, keeps the right hand jabbing, the kind of jab that kept Daniel Dubois at bay, then he's got a very, very good chance, Joyce. So for me, it's Joyce on points. And it'll be good for him to get those rounds in as well and give him confidence. But you never know with Derek Chisora. He's so volatile in a good way as a fighter, and he always comes to fight, and we have to give credit where credit is due. But for me, it's Joyce. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Okay? Bye-bye.